Self-development with tactics.
So, I've just decided that I am gonna record today anyway, because of whatever reason. I don't have to. Today I'm also not working out, I'm gonna go climbing. Looking forward to it. Yeah. But I don't want to lose a day of recording. Maybe just tomorrow is gonna be a day of hatred and me feeling bad, and yeah, maybe tomorrow I do not want to record even more than today, so we'll see. We're gonna go through the enchiridion, or actually, as I have seen and realized that I've been mispronouncing it for quite some time, the enchiridion. There is another syllable, I guess. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, let's see. I think that I stopped at 14 or 17. Yeah, 17 I think it actually was. And so we're gonna go ahead with 18. When a raven happens to croak unluckily, be not overcome by appearances, but discriminate and say, nothing is portended to me, either to my paltry body or property or reputation or children or wife, but to me all portents are lucky if I will. For whatsoever happens, it belongs to me to derive advantage, therefore. Once again, a very positive view on life itself. 19. You can't be unconquerable if you enter into no combat in which it is not in your own power to conquer. When, therefore, you see anyone eminent in honors or power, or in high esteem or any other account, take heed not to be bewildered by appearances, and to pronounce him happy. For if the essence of good consists in things within our own power, there will be no room for envy or emulation. But for your part, do not desire to be a general or a senator or a consul, but to be free, and the only way to do this is a disregard of things which lie not within our own power. So in the end, he just says, whoever the fuck you might be, if you do not think about this one rule, this one thing, this one aspect of life, you are gonna be fucked. Fucking period. You know? And I think this is actually quite amazing, as harsh as it may sound. Yeah. Remember that it is not he who gives abuse or blows, who affronts, but the view we take of these things as insulting. When therefore anyone provokes you, be assured that it is your own opinion which provokes you. Try therefore, in the first place, not to be bewildered by appearances. For if you want to gain time and respite, you will more easily command yourself. Yeah, take a breath. Think about the situation, think about the person, think about things, and then we all realize that things do not matter as much in the real end, and that things are, they don't matter, you know? Not too many things matter indeed. Anyway, the 21st. Let death and exile and all other things which appear terrible be daily before your eyes, but death chiefly. And you will never entertain an abject thought, nor too eagerly convey anything. Yeah, you know, negative visualization, you know, thinking about the things that could go wrong, thinking about the things that could happen to you, and realizing that, first of all, it is not the thing that is happening right now, so you're fine. And second of all, that it might not be that bad. And third of all, just preparing yourself for when this actually happens, you're not going to be completely fucked. You can help all those other people, maybe because it is about some family tragedy. If you're able to cope with things way better than anybody else, you can help those. You have the energy to help the people that are important to you. And that's amazing. That really is cool. The 22nd one. If you have an earnest desire toward philosophy, prepare yourself from the very first to have the multitude laugh and sneer and say, he is returned to us as a philosopher all at once, and whence this supercilious look? Now, for your part, do not have a supercilious look indeed, but keep steadily to those things which appear best to you as one appointed by God to this particular station. For remember that, if you are persistent, those very persons who at first ridiculed will afterwards admire you. But if you are conquered by them, you will incur a double ridicule. Well, yeah, indeed, once and twice. Move on. Do the thing that you want to do. Do the thing that you sought out to be doing. Makes sense. It's good. The 23rd one, is it? Yes. If you ever happen to turn your attention to externals for the pleasure of anyone, be assured that you have ruined your scheme of life. Be content then in everything with being a philosopher, and if you wish to seem so likewise to anyone, appear so to yourself, and it will suffice you. Just like, for the pleasure of anyone, be assured that you have ruined your scheme of life. Just like, you have done that, so know that you have fucked everything. Congratulations. Well fucking done. The 24th one. Let not such considerations as these distress you. And there is an example apparently. I shall live in discredit and be nobody anywhere. For if discredit be an evil, you can no more be involved in evil through another than in a baseness. Is it any business of yours then to get power or to be admitted to an entertainment? By no means. How then, after all, is this discredit? And how is it true that you will be nobody anywhere when you ought to be somebody in those things only which are within your own power, and which you may be of the greatest consequence? But my friends will be unassisted. What do you mean by, quote-unquote, unassisted? They will not have money from you, nor will you make them Roman citizens. Who told you then that these are among the things within our own power, and not rather the affairs of others? And who can give to another the things which he himself has not? Well, but get them then that we too may have a share. If I can get them with the preservation of my own honor and fidelity and self-respect, show me the way, I will get them. But if you require me to lose my own proper good, that you may gain what is no good, consider how unreasonable and foolish you are. Besides, which would you rather have, a sum of money or a faithful and honorable friend? Rather assist me then to gain this character that require me to do those things by which I may lose it. Well, but my country, say you, as far as depends upon me, will be unassisted. Here again, what assistance is this you mean? I will not have porticos nor baths or of your providing. And what signifies that? Why, neither does a smith provide it with shoes, nor a shoemaker with arms. It is enough if everyone fully performs his own proper business, and were you to supply it with another faithful and honorable citizen, would not he be of use to it? Yes, therefore neither are you yourself useless to it. What place then, say you, shall I hold in the state? Whatever you can hold with the preservation of your fidelity and honor. But if by desiring to be useful to that you lose these, how can you serve your country when you have become faithless and shameless? This is actually a very, 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 very interesting page and chapter, which kind of at first sight can make somebody wonder and say, like, if there is so much space there's so much space for interpretation and choosing what is in my power and what is not. I mean, obviously there is certain things that obviously or for sure are in my power or not. On the other hand, there's just also things that, may be a bit complicated, but yeah. The 25th one. Is anyone preferred before you at an entertainment or in courtesies or in confidential intercourses? If these things are good, you ought to rejoice that he has them. And if they're evil, do not be grieved that you have them not. And remember that you cannot be permitted to rival others in externals without using the same means to obtain them. For how can he who will not haunt the door of any man, will not attend him, will not praise him, have an equal share with him who does these things? You are unjust then and unreasonable if you are unwilling to pay the price for which these things are sold, and you would have them for nothing. For how much are lettuces sold? An obolus, for instance, if another, then paying an obolus, takes the lettuces, and you not paying it, go without them. Do not imagine that he has gained any advantage over you. For as he has the lettuces, so you have the obolus, which you did not give. So in the present case, you have not been invited to such a person's entertainment, because you have not paid him the price for which a supper is sold. It is sold for praise. It is sold for attendance. Give him then the value if it be for your advantage. But if you would at the same time not pay the one, and yet receive the other, ye are unreasonable and foolish. Have you nothing then in place of the supper? Yes, indeed you have, not to praise him whom you do not like to praise, not to bear the insolence of his lackeys, or lackeys, whatever. Once again, a fucking incredible page. Like, there's always a price to be paid. You're always either giving something or you're keeping something. You're either keeping your time or giving your time, keeping your money or giving you money. Whatever you do, there is always a price to be paid. And if you haven't paid it, then you have something instead. So in the end, whatever the fuck is happening to you, it is fine and okay. And yeah, and with this good and high note, gonna end the episode. See you soon. Bye bye.